on Facebook, Matt, and let me know when you can hear me. Matthew, can you hear me? Matthew, what can I say?
Nothing.
Nothing?
There we go.
You got me? And you can hear me. Oh, I can hear myself.
You just took a picture on Instagram, you
All right.
nut.
The boys,
You're
I'm
not-
working so hard.
You're not live on Instagram. You took a picture.
Hey.
Jesus Christ.
Hey, seriously?
Wow.
Hey.
Wow.
Aaron, do I need you telling me how to do my job, Steve?
Kind of. Justin's not here, so someone's got to do it. Hey ho, and what do you know? It's Tech Tuesday, everybody, and we are going to be talking about the KRX Spring Kit. So let's go back to Mitch. It's the Mitchie and Steve-O show today.
Shop is popping today, Steve-O.
Man,
You got some new face?
busy.
Speaking of the devil.
Hey, Mitch, act surprised when we come over. Oh, hey, Mitch.
Oh, hey guys.
Hey.
How's it going? How we
Mitch,
doing?
I totally didn't see you there.
Wait, what was his impression?
Oh, hold on. Sorry. It was. Oh, hey, guys. What's up? I'm Mitch. Gonna talk about springs today for the KRX.
Look, I thought it was a good intro, Steve.
Oh, okay.
You know,
It's
you
great.
guys,
It's
you
great.
could take or leave my creativity. It's what you guys want.
Well, your creativity is great.
What are we doing today, Steve?
Today, we're gonna be talking about the KRX Spring Kit.
Long-awaited wait
Yes.
for the new springs. They are here. We have them. Wanted to go over a couple of the things with you guys on what we are kind of looking at here, what we were looking at when we were doing these spring kits in-house, what you guys can now expect when we ship these spring kits to you guys for a full installation for yourself.
So, Mitchie, what changed on the Spring Kit? What is new?
What is new? Well, obviously you're looking at a lower spring and an upper spring. On our previous kit, we had all of these different parts and pieces that went into this entire kit, which made it a little bit of a hassle to try and convert a normal 3-inch spring onto this shock. This shock was I forget what exact diameter, but I think it's like a 3.26 or something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
So in return, your upper spring adapter, your divider, and your lower spring perch will not work with a standard 3-inch spring. So to try and convert that or make it work for a normal 3-inch spring, you'd have to replace all of these parts. So upper retainer, a divider, lower retainer, and optional crossovers if we decided. Now this made this kit very expensive, which is also an issue, as well as installing it in-house, which is why we only did it in-house. So by doing all that, we eliminated all those extra pieces, which turned us, into the new custom spring design that we have sitting on the shock as it sits right now. So if you guys look at this is actually a 20-inch long, custom made spring made by us.
Got here bees everywhere. Looks like a beehive.
It is a beehive spring. So the reason that this is a beehive spring is once you get into the 20-inch length spring, you run into bowing factors of the spring, you run into deflection, you run into shock body rub, you run into a lot of different issues with that length of a spring. This is a custom made spring by us. It is warranted for life. It is a custom rate spring that we came up with for the specific car, specific model, all of that good stuff there. Just want to stress on that this is not a factory lower spring. This is a custom spring made by Shock Therapy, made by us, made in the USA, warranted for life, all of that good stuff there. So
If you didn't do the honeycomb too, Mitch, wouldn't it have a lot of noise on the actual back end too? It'd start clanking around because of the bowing.
with the length of the spring, and if it is a bowed spring, then yes, you will have that. Another reason for such a long spring here too is where this divider is actually sitting on the shock body is also very important. So the KRX is having the wear sleeve that Fox put on these shock bodies here. Keeping this divider kind of centrally located, if you will, on the shock body is important because one, you get out of the body, you get less wear on the shock body. It actually is sitting on the piece that is made for that, if you will. So tons of benefits. The biggest benefit is that we can now ship this kit to you guys. You can install it at home and it makes it significantly cheaper. So you're looking at about $650 for this whole spring kit here as it sits.
Woo-wee!
That was really good. I'm gonna start calling you Junior.
Junior.
We got Green Machine EX900. He says hello, boys, and we got Steve-O 714, and he says, "What up, Steve?"
What's going on, Steve-O?
You got anything for us, Matty boy, before we keep on talking about these here Kawasaki's?
Not at this time.
So Mitch, on the old kit too, we had to start lathing down the actual divider that came with it because of the diameter fit. Will they be able to use the actual size divider that it comes with instead of us having to machine them?
Correct. So in this kit that you guys are going to get shipped to you, it is going to be just springs.
Okay.
So your upper retainer stays the same, your divider is going to stay the same, and your lower perch stays the same. It all stays factory. So by coming up with that and creating a new spring that is actually a bigger diameter, if you will, to allow us to fit onto the factory parts.
Chase does like bigger diameters.
Trying to be serious.
I know, man. We're trying to really explain something and then we just
You're
go
doing
into
something because everyone in the comments is freaking out. We got Low Marty 29. Hi,
boy.
Mitchy, looking good with a little
Thank you.
kiss here.
damn.
And then we had Store there. They're all saying that you're hot, Mitch. You're on fire.
Yeah, lots of love.
You're pretty hot.
It's the diameter, Mitch. It's the diameter.
It is the diameter. But no, in all seriousness, this makes it a lot easier for you guys to install it. That's obviously the big factor here, is that we can get you guys a spring kit that's going to work. It's not going to settle. You can add more weight. You can keep your ride height, get a better ride quality out of the car just by doing a spring kit. Now, if we were to ship you guys all these extra pieces and all this other jumbo mumbo stuff, it turns into a headache, and a lot of guys are going to be scratching their head on how to install it. So making it as easy as possible for you guys with a little bit of work on our end to develop the spring and actually come up with the correct rates and the lengths and all that stuff for the kit makes it extremely easy for you guys. So
Now, Mitchie, I have a question. So if Chase gets off his ass, we'll be able to have a video of this spring kit being installed this week, correct?
tomorrow, we're hoping for tomorrow.
Theoretically, here. Don't get crazy,
Okay.
boys. I'm feeling a lot of pressure right
Okay.
now.
I will be ready tomorrow.
Okay,
It's a question
okay.
if Chase will be ready.
Hold on, let's see if Chase will be ready.
Well, people wanted to see the brains behind the operation, too. They were wondering where they were at. So obviously they're talking about me.
So
He's not going to be ready.
yeah, no.
Just looking at that, he won't be ready.
Justin is on vacation. LOL, not really. I think he's just watching Formula One videos at home right now.
Hey.
Hi, Justin. Hi, Jeanette.
Hi guys.
I got a question.
go ahead, Matt.
Nick Bomber wants to know, he called today to order these, or actually inquire. He wants to know when we'll be shipping and can this setup carry extra weight?
Can this setup carry extra weight? Absolutely, man. So that was kind of our goal with all this too, was to develop a rate and develop a spring that is going to accommodate all you guys in your extra accessories. Just like any other spring kit we sell, this is going to be tailored the same. It's going to be mentored the same to you guys specifically. As far as a ship date, I would say, I mean, the guy holding the camera is going to really be put on spot here, but I would say by the end of this week, hopefully we can get the video done tomorrow.
I do know that Justin is going to make them for sale no matter what this week.
believe
And
they're
we're
live.
looking at a
Okay.
video released early next week. So theoretically, you could order your springs this week, get them early next week, and have a video to put them on.
100%. There you go.
There you go. Wow, Chase with the plan.
He's on it.
Wow.
It's $650,
Wow.
right?
$650 for the whole kit, correct.
Sweet.
We got Chris Woodcock, 805, thinking about doing a 72-inch conversion to my 64 Can-Am Max. Do you think it's worth it? Almost all my driving is in the desert. Thanks for the videos. Who's taking it?
Steve,
So
you wanna
is
take that one?
it worth it? Yes, it would be worth it, but as far as cost goes financially, it is going to be a very expensive conversion. It's doable. People do it all the time, but the cost, what it costs for you to do it is going to be more significant than just buying the 72-inch in the first place. So yes, it can be done. It will be worth it, but it is going to be expensive.
Alrighty, boys. Well, let's go take a look at these springs actually mounted on a KRX before we let everyone go here.
They're right here.
Yeah, they're not mounted on the KRX, Chase. Way to ruin the video there, sir.
Sorry. Well, you know, we have
Producer, huh?
we have one here.
Hey.
We're going to put them on.
Got another question. Jeremy Helberg wants to know, is there less sag than what the stock has over time?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So just like any of our spring kits, even with the new Cowie stuff, you're gonna have a one-time settle, adjust the ride height after your 300-400 miles of ride time, adjust it, and then that's the life of the kit, man. They don't ever sag, they don't ever fade after that. Obviously minor adjustments here if you're adding more weight or subtracting more weight off the vehicle, just kind of depends on that situation there. So
Frontline Power Sports. I may have missed it, but why are there two different diameter springs on this KRX kit? And I'm kind of wondering the same thing. This looks
that's actually a really good
That is
question.
great.
So both of these springs are actually the same diameter. What you're looking at and seeing here is the lower spring being a beehived honeycomb shaped spring. What we're talking about diameter is actually this part here of interface to interface of the spring. It's the same as this one right here. This spring is just a normal spring. It's not a beehive spring. So going back, I guess we'll do a little bit of recap on that here, Chase, is that by going to a 20-inch long spring, doing just a standard straight coil spring, you're going to run into bowing of the spring at that length. You're going to run into shock body wear. You're going to run into deflection of the spring actually onto the shock body. All those things kind of play a factor into that. So by going with this style spring here, it takes away a lot of those negatives. It keeps the spring happy, keeps the spring straight, and you know, never have any issues with it.
The springs are for sale now, so go get it, guys. And I am on the video.
Perfect.
Okay, Raptor Killer 89. Should I run Kings on my Turbo S or your kit?
I would definitely not run Kings. I would stick with the stock Turbo S shocks, and yes, go with our kit. It'd be amazing for you. But no, I would not do Kings on the Turbo S.
Velocity or not?
Oh yeah, well, no, I wouldn't do Kings regardless. Yeah. Whether it's
We ran Kings on the 2016 Turbo. Worst decision ever. It was the roughest ride.
But they look cool, Dad. Gosh. Okay, how about this?
wow.
Raptor Killer 89, thank you. YSL Alvarez, hello. And then the one and only store. So the spring diameter is measured on the ends.
Spring diameter, yes, is going to be measured from end to end of the spring. That is how we are going to calculate with whether the divider is going to fit inside of here. So this is a normal 3-inch spring divider right here. You can tell it's super sloppy inside of there. It doesn't actually fit inside of the spring.
Super sloppy, huh?
Super sloppy. This divider that comes factory on a Kawasaki is actually a bigger diameter than this factory 3-inch spring, or a spring divider, I should say. So it's kind of the issue that we ran into with all of this stuff, is trying to replace all the different parts and make it work was just a nightmare and a hassle to actually do the whole thing. So
yes, maybe I did, Justin. And furthermore, Mitch, to end this whole thing, what is this spring kit gonna do for somebody with a Kawasaki KRX 1000?
Kawasaki KRX 1000.
Yeah, okay. It is. Hey, I got served it cold right there.
Yeah. So benefits, obviously, ride height. You're going to gain your ride height back, especially for carrying aftermarket accessories, wheels, tires, coolers, cages, seats, doors. The list goes on and on and on. Yep. Smooths out the ride, so chop and chatter plushness, less bucking, a lot more stable ride quality out of the car throughout all the terrain that you're going through. I'm missing probably some key points there too.
No settling.
No settling.
No settling, yep.
Adjustability, obviously, so crossover adjustability. Even with this shock here, so having the wear sleeve on the shock, crossover adjustability was a tricky one too, just because of, again, going back into this length of the lower spring, keeping this divider in a correct location on the shock body to still give you guys adjustment on the crossover was huge too. So adjustability, not only ride height wise, but crossover wise as well. Allows you to, like I said, to hold the extra weight and keep your ride heights where they need to be.
God, you're so hot when you talk tech, man.
God damn, Junior, that was good.
Shoot, man.
What else we got?
Frontline Power Sport looks like Daddy's away. No Chase is out of control. Oh God, I'm fired.
You are talking about it.
Yeah, because Justin, don't let it slide because Justin's not here, Chase.
Never settle. Shock therapy for life. Thank you, Jungle Dad.
Yep, key factor there for sure.
All right. Well, I was hoping we would get someone to want to go live, but no one's wanting to go live with us.
No live ones?
Remember, KRX Kawasaki dual rate springs are available now.
They are available now.
They're available now on the website. What's the website called?
You're putting on me? Oh.
Yeah, what's the website?
www.shocktherapist.com.
Dang, that's a good website, man.
It is a great website.
And if somebody wants to get hold of either one of you fellows at work,
direct
at work.
Well, you can email me or you can call 623-217-4959. Ask for Steve or Mitchie.
Matt, what's our next event we got going on?
UTV Takeover.
Dates, place, time.
Oklahoma, September 15th through 21st.
Alrighty. Well, that's
I'm gonna throw a little extra in there for you too, Chase. Keep an eye out for the video. I'm gonna try and get Chase to actually do his job here. And, we're gonna do a video for you guys too. So like you said, Chase, I'll give you the kudos here. But if you guys do order the spring kit now, by next week you'll have a video out of how to install it. This right here is going to make it so much easier for you guys to just slap it on, and just like any other spring kit, we did the hard part for you and kind of figured out the different diameters and how to make it work with what was given to us on that shock. So keep an eye out for the video. I'll probably be doing it. We'll get you guys set up on all the measurements for your preload, your crossover, all that stuff, your ride heights, and we'll get you guys dialed in. So keep an eye out for that. But we'll
Mitch, before I let you go, let's get you in trouble. What is coming out for this car that we haven't told anyone yet?
I don't even know.
We need to know. Something new.
I thought we already talked about that. Do you want to talk about it?
I want to talk about it.
Okay, let's go talk about it.
Okay. Well, Justin's not here, so we can talk about
I'm
it.
pretty sure we already talked about it, but we do have RC2s, or IBPs, I'm sorry. We have internal bypasses for this car as well, paired with that beautiful wall of IQS over there too.
Damn!
So, with that being said, there is the internal bypass shock. It is a much bigger diameter shock than the rear.
Can we expect to see sway bars or anything, Mitchie?
Sway bars, it's on the list, but I'm not going to give you guys a time frame, honestly, because it's one of those things that we're still kind of working on. So we do have links. We'll have the rear links and the front links coming out for this too. We'll have a video for you guys on that here soon.
Yeah.
If Chase can.
Radius rods.
Radius rods are coming too. We're working on those, but the big key factor was the IBPs with IQS.
Oh yeah.
So we have IQS for the normal shocks too. So I'm actually going to be starting on that next week as far as the instructions are concerned. So getting you guys a full kit with all of the electronic side of it to plug and play into the system to get you guys rocking and rolling on that. So tons of cool things coming for the Cowie, but our first and foremost priority was getting the spring kit dialed in and getting you guys rocking and rolling.
We need to give a shout out though first to Mitchie himself, because he worked extremely hard on getting this spring kit together and rolling and everything. So you did a hell of a job, Mitchie.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
You got it.
It's all for everybody. So.
A lot of solo missions out to the desert trying to break that thing.
That's for sure.
Oh, yeah.
That is for sure.
All right, you guys. Well, it looks like I'm getting fired today, so I got to go look for a new job.
Thank goodness.
And with that being said, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your shocking day. Go ahead and hit us up on the website, www.shocktherapist.com.
Or you can call in at 623-217-4959.